Did this thing start? Okay, now I'm live. All right, now I'm live. I think. Okay, I'm live. This thing start. We did it. We made it. All right, we are in the house. I have some new Stream Deck sounds. I'm coming up in the world. I'm a real streamer. This is my 11th stream, okay? And this is a Europe friendly stream. A while back, I saw Our Dreams is from Barcelona, Spain, said she was drinking coffee. And it was 1 in the morning, so I thought, hey, it's time for a Europe-friendly stream for my brothers and sisters overseas, okay? Now, I just want to ask you guys, do you think that I'm bullish or bearish? I'll give you one guess, okay? I am bearish, okay? But I will say, I know I'm super negative. I know every time that you have a twinkle in your eye, every time you see a bullish chart on Twitter, you bring it here and I just destroy it, okay? And funnily enough, and ironically, when we do get through this bear market, when we actually get through it, and we will, you're gonna look back and you're gonna see that there is a lot of paw prints in the sand, and it's the Woof Pack that got you through, that found the bottom, that got in the bottom and made life-changing games to make this all worthwhile, all this pain, this suffering that we've been going through in a sideways bear market. It's like we are just lingering here. We are lingering at the edge of a cliff, getting ready to go off, just like we did in 2018. Another descending triangle. We're below the 21 exponential moving average, and we only have a couple of days left. It's absolutely respecting this trend line, and we have just a few days left before this thing breaks down, okay? Now, I remember in 2018, we actually floated through for a while, and everyone was like, oh, we're saved, you know? Like, when the Titanic broke in half, and they thought they were saved, and no, and then we just went poof, straight down, okay? It was not pretty. But anyways, let's read some of the people in the chat. Our Dreams, shout out to you. Welcome. This is your stream. It's dedicated to you. So we got Justin Bull. What's up, man? I don't think I've seen you in here before. If I did, and I didn't recognize you, sorry. What else we got? Our Dreams, cheers, mate. Let's see if any EU Wolfpack are hanging around at this time of day. Yeah, let's see if anybody's up to anything. Come on, you guys aren't doing anything in the EU. You're hanging around home, relaxing. You're still in your pajamas anyway, okay? It's showtime. All right, Blackwing, what's up? Shout out to you. We are back. TD, shout out to you. I am still working on my outro, okay? Things are gonna start slowing down for me really soon. In the next week or so, I'm gonna have a lot more time to focus on the channel. But ironically, crypto is super dead, and that's kind of the other reason why I decided to do a live stream, because man, that last video, I don't know if you guys could see me struggling on that one. There was just not much to work with. There wasn't very many memes. There wasn't very much news, you know, like I struggled for hours on that, trying to put together a video, and then it did poorly and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, maybe we're going to do a live stream, because it's always fun to just hang out. So as long as things are going to go sideways, things are going to go crazy, you know, like we're going to just kind of do some live streams and hang out. But as soon as I have enough content to make a meme video, which is what I love to do, I'm going to, and I'm hoping to do it on Tuesday. Okay, because I'm always reading, I'm always studying, I'm always collecting memes, I'm always like writing or reading or whatever, getting ready. Show prep is life over here, okay? So yeah, it's coming. It's coming. We got another video coming in the pipeline, but man, things are quiet. Things are quiet. And I saw Tone Vase is capitulating. Oh man. Tone Vase is gonna quit YouTube. All right. 100,000 some subs, down 80% in viewership. Guys, this is what the bottom looks like. The bottom is pure agony and pure pain. Okay. It's terrible. Gordon Dunn, hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Gordon Dunn from Poland. All right, man. David Columbine Pepin, first time catching the live stream, dude. Shout out to you. See, there's a lot of people that are like, the live streams do very well in the analytics and stuff like that. So I know there's a lot of people watching, but not a lot of people in here. So I'm thinking a lot of the Wolfpack is in Europe, which is great. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Julio Garcia, yo, what up, man? RH blocked me on Twitter again. What did you say? I want to know what you said. Because if you got a block from RH, man, you're really trolling hard. Because let's take a look at his. Let's look at this. He looks like a prawn director. You know, like he looks like a no. He looks like a prawn fluffer in this thing. These look like scrubs. Like if you get them messy, you can just throw them away. You know what I mean? What is going on? Sheesh. But yeah, man, that's a $12,000 fit though. So shout out to him, man. $12,000. See, we got a $3,000 jacket. Let's look. $3,000 jacket. Just this jacket right here is $3K. Man, I guess he's balling pretty good. How much were the boobs? Okay, I'm not gonna do that, guys. I gotta be accepted by Hexicans, you know. I can't be trashing Richard Hart too much. But he just makes it so easy, right? Where we got Blackwing. You said when you say peace at the outro, that's the outro, bro. No, I'm gonna have like a lot of cool YouTubers that I like Nerdrotic and then Replicant Fish. Those are the two. They have, as far as like an outro, like when they're saying their like last bit, and it makes it seem more profound when there's like some dope little beat in the background, you know. It's hard to explain, but TD made me a beat that I'm going to use, and so like as I'm talking, when you hear the beat come on, you know, and like, you know that it's about over, but it just kind of like accentuates it, you know. It kind of like makes me sound more profound, you know what I mean? Like it gives more gravity to what I'm saying or whatever. So yeah, so we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna work a lot on this channel once I slow down a little bit at work. And I showed you guys in the Telegram chat, I'm not making much money off this channel at all. So I do work. I really don't need to make money off this channel. You know, I really don't. Like, I have a lot of crypto. I've done good in crypto, and I do good. I have my own business. I do fine. I don't really need your money or anything like that. But I did turn on super chats. So you could send them, I guess, or a sticker maybe, or whatever, something. So let's take a look at the live stream. Here we go. Mr. Crypto J. Hit the like button. Hell yeah, man. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. Scotty Nugan. My man, time to buy Rex? Question mark. Well, let's take a look at Rex. Yes, Hex did have a little bit of a pop here. So let's take a look at Rex really quick as people are still coming in. Let's see. Where are you? Zen? No. Where is it? I didn't think it was this far up. Yeah, man, damn. Oh, shit. Dude, this looks terrible. We just confirmed the daily downtrend right here. We couldn't get support. You know, this is your, like, if you're thinking about getting in, this is all right here. Like, we got support on the 21 exponential moving average. You could ape in, but look at this bounce ran out of steam. And I was on low volume. Time to get out. Broke here. You know it's time to get out once this broke. Now we have a confirmation here. You should totally be out. Another attempt, but rejected by the 21 exponential moving average, man. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I think it's going to continue. See this pattern right here? It's the same as this pattern right here until the rollout phase is complete, until the lotteries are done. I think it's still going to bleed out, and that's okay as long as there's development, as long as the Twitter's active, as long as they're in the Telegram chats. You know, I think it's going to be all right. But I mean, as far as me getting in right now, no, I'm a very risk adverse person, and that's how I survived this long in this crazy volatile space. So as far as me, yeah, I'm into it, but I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy. Sorry, sorry. Okay, Tom, yo, love from Israel. Yo, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Israel. Shout out to you. New thing. Hey, Woof Pack. Hey. Shout out to you, man. So here's the thing that's been troubling me, all right? So as you guys know, we're living in an inflationary environment. It's much different from the 2017 or 2018, 2019 bear market. How so? Okay, so if we take a look at this on the log chart, you can see this is what happened right here. This is what happened. We broke down here, and everyone is saying, well, Bitcoin for the first time, if you're holding for 5 years, you're actually in the negative. That's the first time in Bitcoin's history that you had that kind of a thing, right? So here's my issue with it. My issue is we're living in inflation, right? So if we adjust these numbers for inflation, Bitcoin 19K, Bitcoin 19K right now. So in those days, 23K was like 19K. So when we're at 19K, we're actually at 15K. So we're not actually here if you adjust it for inflation. This is the craziest thing. Like, do we adjust charts for inflation? Right? No, don't get too bogged down into it. This is super experimental, okay? So it's actually closer to, so here we're actually closer to this area, not the actual blow off peak. We're actually closer to this area. So if we could zoom out maybe on the weekly chart. Sorry, this is the first time I'm working it out. I haven't worked this out yet. But yeah, I mean, we're actually even lower than you think, which is, oh, this is, so 11,000 right here, man. I can see why Richard says 11,000. Look at this horizontal support at 11.6, right? So we're actually like right here-ish already. Yeah, I mean, dude, this doesn't look good. So if adjusted for inflation, we're hanging out at about the 15K range. So it's much weaker than you actually think. Much, much weaker. South Africa loves Pulse Chain. Hey man, shout out to South Africa, bro. Can't believe it. Yeah, man. I'm still hopeful for Pulse Chain. I still think it's gonna be all right. You know, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. But yeah, I still think something's gonna pull through. I have no idea what's going on. Nobody does. But there's a lot of trolling. There's a lot of FUD. But the hex price is really not dumping. In fact, it did have a little bit of a breakout. So we're looking at it on the weekly chart right here. You can see it's popped through, but let's switch to the daily chart really quick. You could see right here, we popped through the 21. We popped out of this triangle. So is this triangle invalid? I'm gonna say no until we take out 3.5 cents. How freaking hard is it to take out 3.5 cents, right? Like, think about it. Think about it. Like, we can't even get above 3.5 cents. These are some really, really small movements. There's a really tight range, okay? So is this invalid? Is this descending triangle invalid? I would say if we can hold for like four more days above the 21 here and get above the primary pivot, I'm gonna just delete this shit right here. But I think that we could easily just kind of just pop back in here because hex is so illiquid and so volatile and stuff like that that it's kind of hard to draw patterns on this. You know what I mean? I still think the overall pattern and trend works, even though we have some weird ass volatility like these wicks. You know, as we're discounting these wicks, you know, we're kind of discounting this right now. You know, I got a feeling that, you know, we got a doji right here today. We close like that. If we close like that right here, you know, we're probably gonna pop back in here and then just kind of fill this out. What's really creepy, man, is the Bitcoin thing. The Bitcoin is filling this out just like in 2018. I feel like I'm back in the time machine and I'm back in 2018 right now. I mean, it's just ridiculous how it's really respecting this area right here. And look at yesterday's volume. Like, what the hell? That's scary low volume, dude. That's what happens right before a big break. And I know you guys are like tired of a crab market. You're tired of going sideways and you wanted to do something. Well, you better be careful what you wish for, because it's probably going to break to the downside. But if you're like me, you're already prepared for it. Like I sold up here publicly on this channel. I've showed it. I sold right here, not the Richard Hart top, but the Crypto Weekly Review top right here, right? So I've been kind of just riding this thing down, and it's dragging on me. That's how I know that the bottom is close, because dude, I'm so cynical. You know what I mean? And like, even I'm getting worn down, like even I'm getting worn out. It's hard to look at. It's like kind of like pointless to open the charts and stuff. When you're feeling like that, that's typically the bottom. If you feel like capitulating, you know, if you feel like capitulating, that's close to the bottom, because that's how bottoms are made. Because people actually do just sell and fucking leave and tune out. You know what I mean? It's like trying to keep it going. You know what I mean? Like, there's no news, so like I've just been making like funny content and meme content and stuff like that, trying to get us through. You know, but even I'm getting worn down. That's how I know. That's how I know the bottom's coming for sure. Obviously, Richard is able to dress like that since he's dumping Hex from 45 cents. I don't know. Why would Richard need to dump? We gave him all our money, and we basically like put no contingencies on it. Just like, here, I'm sacrificing this for free speech, right? Like, you can do whatever you want with this money. It's gone. It's period. It's gone. And he has the treasury. Like, he can do whatever he wants, you know? Like, I really don't think he needs to sell. If anything, I think he would buy. I think he would buy to save face, to like save his ego kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't see him as selling, not at all. Justin Bull, what kind of business do you run? What business sector? I'm kind of like freaked out about saying it lately. Like I've like shown people in DM and shit like that. I'll just say it requires a lot of heavy equipment, you know, but I will say I don't want to say it because like maybe somebody will like troll me and like leave bad reviews or some shit like that and just like completely fuck up my life, you know? So that's what I was worried about lately. Because when I saw like the you know, the lawsuit people that are suing Richard Hart or whatever for $1,800, like, but like they got like review bombed, you know what I mean, and shit like that. I'm like, damn, what if that happens to me because I troll a lot? Or like one guy could like spam my reviews with a bot or something, like everything that I built come crashing down and shit, you know? So that's kind of why I haven't. But yeah, I mean, it's seasonal. I'm up north, it's seasonal and requires a lot of heavy equipment. I have a bunch of different heavy machines and things like that. It's okay. The thing is like, here's my dilemma. Like I could sell my business, right? The weird thing is like I built my business like Dave Ramsey style. All my whole business is paid off. All my equipment's paid off. Everything, like all my toys, my cars, and all that shit is paid off. I always just paid cash for everything, you know, because I had a lot of liquid cash. Even though at this point in my life, I'm like, okay, that was the wrong move, because if you take out loans with all the inflation, you're paying back that debt with cheaper dollars. You know what I mean? Like, and the interest rates are negative carry. They're negative interest rates. So they're paying me to hold this debt. And then I pay the debt back with cheaper dollars. It's a win-win. Like, if you're not taking advantage of this inflationary environment by acquiring debt, you're losing. That's the crazy thing, right? That's the crazy thing about this world. It's like, it's clown world for real. But that's not how I built my business. That's not how I built my life. So basically, with my crypto portfolio and with selling my business and all of its equipment, selling my sports cars, blah, 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 and then just like picking up and then just moving to Mexico, I could retire right now. and then just get ready for the next bull run. Just make content, surf. I'm big time in surfing. Like, I live in the Midwest. There's no ocean near me at all, and I travel just to surf. Like, I just go on a surfing trip, even by myself, right? I make friends along the way and shit. So like, just why not just sell my business, get the hell out of here, sell my house, so do all this shit, and then just get like a nice little you know, kind of whatever, like a little stone house in the Caribbean, maybe like Puerto Rico or something like that, a boat, and then just surf, make content. You know, I'm like this close to actually doing that. I'm this close to just like peacing out. You know, here's the thing. Here's why I'm not doing it. Why I'm not doing it is because, first of all, the global instability and how I'm set up to basically win. Like, I cannot go out of business. Like, I own my business. The only way my company can go bust is if like the IRS came in and were like, yo, we know that you were shitcoining in 2017. Yeah, we saw you over here, you know what I mean? Like, yo, didn't you buy Cum Rocket? But no, all these transactions, you know, oh, they start like they set up shop and then they go through all my shit and like try to like garnish my business or something like that. That'd be like and I don't think so, because I always did all my taxes and everything. So like, that's like literally the only way that I can go out of business. So, and the money is so bloody good. Like, you don't understand, you know, like I did a project like in 6 days a couple weeks ago, or like last week. It was hard. It was a lot of hours, but in 6 days it was like 14K. You know what I mean? So like, it's really hard to walk away from that. It's like guaranteed money. It's in a profession that I know. I'm set up beautifully in it. You know what I mean? But the trade-off is, I kind of already like dominated that market. I've already like, I'm set up so good that like it's boring. And that's part of the reason why I started this channel. I'm like, I need something else. Also, like, I've built other businesses and stuff like that. Like, anything that I've ever tried is done fairly decently, you know, that's and especially crypto and trading and stuff like that. So I'm like, damn, man, I have a lot of knowledge. I should put it out there. And also I saw like just how funny and entertaining like the crypto space is, and I wanted to like take what I saw going on in crypto and then bring it to life in a channel that's fun and funny and like memes and make money. You know what I mean? That's kind of why I did this channel. So I'm not ready to leave. I'm not ready to sell my house, my cars, and all this shit and move to the Caribbean. Not just yet. And this bear market proves it too, you know? Because if I did do that, then I'd be out here trying to sell you some shit. You know, I'd be trying to sell you courses or like whatever, you know? I'd be out here being a dating coach or something. You know, like I was in Vegas hanging out with like dating coaches and influencers and shit. You know, I'm like, damn, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to do all that. So, like I was saying before, it's a trade-off. You know, like you could get more content, but then I gotta monetize you. You want to be monetized? You know, so it's like in life, there's no solutions. There are only trade-offs. So remember that. So yeah, I am working. The one benefit is that I have winters off. So I have 4 months a year off. And I've been this way for 7 years. I'm the youngest snowbird. Imagine me 7 years ago. I'm traveling the Caribbean, just trying to find something to do because I have 4 months off. It's a sabbatical every year. Like I'm cozy. I'm cozy where I'm at and what I'm doing. But yeah, eventually, obviously, like if this channel ever takes off and I can actually like, if we get another bull market or something and this channel takes off, yeah, I might actually do that. Just go full-time crypto, full-time YouTube, you know, full-time content creation. That's where my heart is. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? Sorry about the rant. Let's come back here. Okay, where we at? Oh yeah, Justin, that was all off of that. Okay, Blackwing. Let's make sure. Okay, I'm not getting too far behind. Change the sound effects to output sound card instead of your speakers. Oh, is my or whatever sound, are these like echoing? Is that echoing? Let me know. Michael Fotza, RH makes me sick. Yeah, man, how much did you invest? Like, see, the thing is, I made nothing, but I haven't put money into, I haven't onboarded fiat into crypto since 2017, since I got in. I have not, like, I have not put money into crypto. I've only pulled money out of crypto since 2017. So like, it's all make believe to me. It's all imaginary. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a game. You know, like say when it hit me really hard when I bought my Tesla Model S Performance, right? I bought this dream car. And dude, in 2015, I was at the Denver Mall at Tesla, and I saw this like the performance model, and I was like, hey, can I test drive it? They're like, sure. And I was like blown away. I'm like, man, one day I dreamed to afford this, something like this. I bought it with cash, right? And it's like, I bought it all. I didn't take a loan or anything. And and it was all from trading crypto. And it just blew my mind because it was all just imaginary. Like I put in $3,000. That's it. I put in $3,000. I've taken out hundreds of thousands, right? I'm not like a big millionaire swinging dick, you know, like whatever. I'm just like you. I'm just trading. But yeah, and I took the money out. I was like trading stupid shit coins. And then at the end of the day, like there was numbers on a screen here, and I sent the numbers on a screen there, and I got a Tesla Model S Performance. And I'm like, okay, you know, like this is all make believe. I'm just buying memes. I'm buying like projects that are coming out. You know, like I was like investing into ICOs and like buying stupid shit, and that translated into a Tesla Model S Performance. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like it's literally that retarded. And and so when I got into Hex, you know, it was the same thing. It was like, okay, this is just a game. This is just like Candy Crush, except, you know, like I put in $3,000 years ago, and here we go. I'm gonna just buy this shit and stake it. It was fun making the ladders, and I got addicted, you know. I was like, I couldn't wait to do more stakes and shit like that. I totally was like drinking the Kool-Aid and shit, like, oh yeah, Hex, we're gonna change everything, you know, like we're the underdogs and fuck the maxis. And you know, I was like doing that whole thing, and then that translated into an Audi R8, which I bought, you know, like with selling Hex and stuff like that. So it's just I'm not mad. You know what I mean? I invested heavily into Pulse Chain. I invested heavily into PLSX. But once you stick around for a couple of market cycles, you realize that it's just like, once you make a bunch and you have like money in crypto, like it's just make believe. Most of it gets wrecked. Some of it just goes hundreds of X's, you know what I mean? That's the game that we're playing. So even though I put a shit ton of money in at the top into PulseX and Pulse Chain, and I might never see a penny of that ever again, it was all imaginary internet money. It was all make-believe money. It doesn't feel real. I have a bunch of other ones, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I can understand if you're coming into crypto, if you're coming in from fiat and you're buying in at 43 cents and dude's twerking and all this shit and like crashing your money. I could see why you hate Richard, but I don't. I don't hate Richard. I don't hate Hex. I don't hate any cryptocurrency at all, except maybe Zen. Nah, I don't hate Zen. I don't hate Zen. But I'm just saying, like, that's the way I look at it. And when you do look at it in the way I look at it, you divorce your emotions from your portfolio. And once you can do that, then you can become a successful trader, because your emotions is what makes you weak in trading, right? That's your weakness. Fear, and on the other side is FOMO, right? So if you feel, so when I see someone FOMOing, I'm like, okay, you're gonna get wrecked, you know, because if you show any weakness, you show any weakness in crypto, someone's gonna use that, leverage it to get money out of you, because this is a zero-sum game, okay? For you to make money, somebody has to lose money, right? So who loses money? The weakest links, right? You're emotional, you have hate, you have FOMO, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like Zen, but I minted, right? Because I don't make decisions based on emotions, and that's how I survived this long in the game, right? So when you have my perspective on crypto, like, oh, it's just numbers on a screen, it's fake, you know, like none of it seems real, you know, and that it's just a game. That's how you make it. That's how you make it. It sounds crazy, but that's how you survive this game. That's how I survived all these years. That's how I made life-changing money in this game, and that's what I'm trying to teach people. Not financial advice, but I'm just trying to show people what worked for me, and it might work for you. You know what I mean? And if this is your first cycle, you got to take some slings and arrows, man. It's not going to be easy. You know, like, it's going to be tough. When I first got in, I bought Neo, and then not first got in, but when I had been following it for a while, but when I first went in hard, you know, like, I bought Neo, and it literally went down 50% because it was Chinese Ethereum, and China banned crypto, or you know, for the first time out of all of the times that they banned it. And then what did I do? I just averaged in lower. And then so I bought it at 35, and it crashed to 19, and then I doubled up on 19, and then it ran to 380, when I sold. You know what I mean? That's how I did it, and that's almost everybody. Richard Hart, he said, what did he say? He said that he made the $31 top in Bitcoin, and it went down to $2. That's everybody. Look at Michael Saylor. What happened to him? Michael Saylor bought the 55K top. Bro, congratulations on that, by the way. Congratulations, Michael Saylor. You are literally the biggest plebe you're the plebe of the whole, Bitcoin's history. Okay? You bought you took a bunch of debt and bought Bitcoin at 55K. Which, whatever. But yeah, look what happened to him. Look at Nayib Bukele, our favorite millennial president of El Salvador. He bought the top. This is how you get in. And what happens is, if you want to make money, you have to stick around. And that's the mantra of this channel, right? It's okay, you're gonna stick around. I'm showing you memes and showing you the comedy of it, so you can see it the way I see it, so you can be entertained by it the way it entertains me. That's the point of this channel, right? And you can get through this rough patch. You might be upside down, you might be wrecked, you know what I mean? And get into a good bottoming area. Bitcoin's pumping, and get in, and so that the next cycle your portfolio can be big enough to where you're oh, this is just a game. I have no skin in this. You know what I mean? You know, even if Paul Sex doesn't come out, my life isn't different. You know what I mean? My life isn't going to be different if it doesn't come out. If it does, then it will be, because I can't. Then I win big. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see it. But before I go on too long of a rant, I got to keep going through this chat, okay? But yeah, stick around, man. Stick around on this channel. You know, subscribe to this channel. Throw me a like. You know, I don't want your money. I just want to build a community and help crypto along. You know what I mean? And get Hex through this. And get Ethereum and Bitcoin and fight for the freedom of monetary policy, and the freedom of not monetary policy, the freedom of money, and the freedom of data. Okay, that's what I'm for. Okay, that's what I want to see. I'm looking at this as I want to bring exposure to cryptocurrency as much as possible, and kind of do my part. And I feel like I have something special to offer. You know, like I was saying. To a new perspective, a fresh perspective of comedy and entertainment aspect. Remember, this is cryptotainment, right? This is the Woof Pack. We have our own fucking thing, our own sign. So anyways, so before I go off on too big of a rant, that was all Michael Fota fucking 10-minute rant on that. Okay, our dreams. What's happening with Pulse Dogecoin? My only bit of fun lately. Okay, yeah, same with me. I traded all my PLSD for ASICs, and then I'm mining. Okay, I haven't opened it since, and I find that that's kind of the best way for me. That's how I did Hex too. I got obsessed with it and I did everything, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then next thing you know, I'm rich, you know. But yeah, I decided to burn all of mine, just because whatever is the most obvious play is whatever your initial NPC thought in your mind is typically wrong, right? So my initial thought was like, well, I'll let everybody burn their shit. And then there won't be any PLSD. Then I'll dump when it's pumping like crazy, you know? Or you could do like a 50-50. I was thinking about that. I'm like, dude, that's what everybody's thinking. So if that's what everybody's thinking, everybody's gonna be wrong. So I just burned it all. It was free anyway, you know? The universe gave it to me, like just because I have Hex. And it's a lot, it's a substantial, I had a substantial amount, okay? So I had a substantial amount and I burned that shit. Fuck it, peace. You know, like I'm down for the ride. I'm doing DeFi. This is DeFi, okay? I'm not falling in love with this shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, yeah, I want to make money, but I'm more interested in tinkering with the contract. You know, I don't know what's going to happen next with Pulse Bitcoin. I don't know what's going to happen, you know, but I do know I want as much of it as I can during the opening rollout phase, because there's only going to be 21 million of them, you know? So I definitely want to collect those, you know, I'm excited about that. Yeah. And this is the bear market, like stake, you know, earn, you know, like, if you got money in there, like why sell at this point? You know, like you're already down 80% no matter where you're at. You know, like my phantom bags, they're so wrecked. I don't even open it. I just put it all in Xboo and let it stake all bear market. And guess what? Phantom's going to come back because I think Phantom is a L1 and it's got hype, you know, someone's going to pick up in the bull market. In the biggest bull market that you will ever see in history is coming. I'll explain that later. I don't want to get on a rant, okay? But yeah, so stake, chill. You know what I mean? Relax. That's why I like Hex so much. I like doing DeFi, not just speculating on it. I'm doing it. That's why I like Pulse Doge. I like Pulse Bitcoin, and I'm gonna be around. I'm ride or die. Just like I was telling people before when I got the airdrop, I'm like, yo, you know, like I didn't even look, to be honest. I didn't even look until everyone was talking about it, and I looked. I'm like, holy free money. You know, and that's crypto. That's why you should stick around, because it's all free money. That's why you want to actually do the DeFi. You know what I mean? That's why you want to have stakes. That's why you want to do this stuff, because people are going to build on it and then you're going to get rewarded later, you know? So yeah, fuck yeah, absolutely. I went and did, I burned all of my PLSD, easy come, easy go. They gave it to me for free. They want me to participate in their smart contract. That's what the devs did, right? They're like, yo, here's free money. Okay. Yo, we're building this. So if you want, you can use that free money I gave you to build, to interact with this other thing I built. I'm like, okay, bro, thanks for the free money. I'm coming along for the ride. I can't wait to see what happens next. That's crypto. That's the winning mentality in crypto. That's how you win. That's how you win. DPRH is doing emotional marketing, trying to piss people off with crazy spending in a difficult economic times. I don't know if I agree with that. What I think he's trying to do is divorce himself from Hex and divorce himself from Pulse Chain, and do it in an egregious method to be like, yo, obviously, look, have I shilled Hex? No. Have I shilled Pulse Chain? No, I haven't. I have not. It's all the community effort. As long as it's the community effort that pays for the film, that pays for the advertising and things like that, as long it can't be him. That's the thing. He can only have the cult of personality to get you to do it, but it can't be him, because if it is him, then it's a security. So I think all of this stuff, I think Richard is smart. I don't think he's this goofy, and I don't think he's a artard, okay? I gotta be careful what I say. Sorry, I gotta speak in code, you know. It's YouTube. So I don't think he's an artard. Dude, okay, I think that's gonna stick. But I think he's doing this on purpose to divorce himself from any promotion of Hex, to egregiously do something else. Like, yo, what are you talking about? All I was doing is talking about Rolexes and wearing funky clown outfits. I didn't promote it. I'm not a promoter of Hex. You know, this isn't a security. There's no expectations for the work of others. I think he's trying to solidify that into your head, into everybody's thick head. This is not a security. This is not, this is a decentralized contract that's in the cloud that you're interacting with. You're not interacting with RH. And to prove that to you, check out this watch. Yeah, look away. Screw it. Yeah, look away. Give up, walk away, watch something else, stake and chill, leave me alone. That's the vibe that I'm getting. I might be wrong, okay? But typically, I have this weird thing like where it seems like I'm always right. Like my gut feeling, whatever my gut feeling is always right. And that's my gut feeling on Richard. And he can't tell you that. He can only give you the breadcrumbs so you can figure it out for yourself. Because if he tells you that, it's all null and void. You know what I mean? And that's what I think that Richard's doing. That's honestly what I think that Richard's doing. And maybe that's, I don't know if that's the way I don't know if that's the way I do it. You know, I don't know if that's what I do. But hold up. You know, but yeah, okay, sorry about that. I try to hit the stream. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Trying to get laid. That's it. 4 more weeks. You guys remember 4 more weeks?
He's just trying to get laid.
That's it.
We went from, guys, curing cancer, right? We were gonna cure cancer. We were gonna live 1,000 years. With Sen's organization, we're gonna donate to charity. We're gonna change crypto. We're gonna beat DeFi to market, and that's how it started. And here's how it's going.
Trying to get laid. That's it.
Can you hear that?
Trying to get laid.
We're just trying to get laid now. Okay. Anyways, guys. Anyways. DP RH is doing emotional. Okay. I got that. Ken 3. Hey, shout out to Ken. I haven't seen you yet. Welcome to the Wolf Pack, sir. Love your content. It gets me through the bear market. KY. Hashtag KY. Oh, you're KY? Okay. All right, Kenny. What's up, man? Yeah, dude. And I'm going to keep making videos. I really am. I'm not capitulating. I swear to God, okay? I am still going to be making videos. It's just, it's rough. Like I said, I had that rough week. I had that huge job. And like when I wasn't doing that, I was just doing like show prep, which, like, don't get me wrong, I love doing it. This is what I want to do. I'm doing it because I want to do it, you know? It's just enjoyment for me. Well, honestly, it's kind of what I do anyway. I just like doom scroll, Reddit, Twitter, Telegram, you know what I mean? This is what I'm doing. And the thing is like the people who are left here now, the people who are left in crypto, they're all doom scrolling too. So it's really hard to impress you guys, okay? So like I'll look through something and I'll think of a joke and then I'll like send it to my saved messages in Telegram, and like I have like that's how I organize myself, and I'm like, oh, that's funny, you know. I'll read like some stupid Sam Bankman-Fried thing, you know what I mean? Like, by the way, is that dude gonna end up being like a president or something? Is he? I feel like he's gonna run for office or something like that, the way he's talking. But anyways, you know, I'll read something, I'll think about something funny, and I'll put it on there and stuff like that. And that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I'd be doing anyway. The only thing is I'm trying to bring it to life, like make it a video. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, it's what I would want to watch if I was watching something. I am the content that I want to be. When the bear market is over, you'll look back and see that the wolf pack was carrying you all along. You know, all you will see is paws in the sand. Okay, we're gonna get through it together. KY. Okay, buddy. Okay, Ken. Finally made it to a stream. Shout out to GS because I haven't seen you before, and I read every comment. Let me make sure that I'm not getting behind. Okay, I'm not getting too behind. Okay, GS. Yeah, man. Shout out to you. Where are you from? You must be from Europe because usually because you're not around on American hours. Tech Dude, hey dude, Tech Dude, you're an honorary member. You already have a wrench, dude, but you're an honorary member of the Wolf Pack, man. And you're, shout out to you, bro. I'll give you a howl. One of the best crypto channels, hell yeah, man. Thank you. TD, staking ladder, tut vid one day. TUT vid, staking ladder, vid one day on Rex. Do you want to do a staking ladder on Rex video? We should do that. Here's the thing though, so like I want to build the Crypto Weekly Review wallet. Basically, it's the address in the description. It's the one that I did the giveaway on, which I did a giveaway at 1,000 subs, and a Hex giveaway, and I'm gonna give away the bottom of Hex, okay? So once Hex hits my target area of between, let's take a look real quick. Let's go through this. I'm going to give away the bottom, okay? So now, I don't know if you guys are new or what, but I call the top on Hex. I sold 45 cents on this channel. I sold. and I'm going to give away the bottom. And the bottom over here is going to be in this area right here, this volume node where the most hex has ever been traded before, right here. Right here is where I'm going to give away the bottom. Now, my ultimate target is half a penny, but I'm going to give the bottom away at a 0.012 cents. This right here, this point of control, all right? This point of control on the weekly chart, this is the most hex that's ever been traded, is right here, meaning that there's going to be the most interest in this area right here. So when this happens, I'm going to give away $1,000 worth of hex, all right? $1,000. And I'm not going to make a post. I'm not going to clout chase. I'm not going to do shit like that. Why? And here's why. Because I don't want everybody, like a bunch of weirdos in here trying to win it. I want Woof Pack to win it, okay? So here's the thing. And I'm going to mention it in streams and stuff. Like, we're deep into a stream right now. Like, if you're a phony, like, you're not here. You're not going to hear this. Like, even if you're watching it later, you know, like, you're not going to hear this. So this is, so keep an eye out. This is, all right, 0.0129, right? This volume right here, when we hit this, which is very likely, okay, once the whole economy starts to crumble and it capitulates. So I have a lot of reasons to believe that is going to happen. If you watch my videos, you might be following along, okay? But yeah, so right here, I'm going to give away $1,000 in hex, right? And I believe the bottom is in this node. So I believe the bottom, I believe the bottom is in this range right here. My ultimate target is half a penny. If you get to half a penny, we return to Ath. We return to Ath. That's 100x. I mean, that's like the biggest no-brainer, you know. So if basically how I think about it is, you have to ask yourself like this. Here's how you think about it. Will hex survive the bear market? Will it? If you think that it will, then it's going to at least come back to Ath. I mean, remember, there are no certainties, there are only probabilities, and the probabilities are high, okay? That's going to happen. So if that's the case, then buying at 0.005 at buying a half a penny is 100x. You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of another 100x out there. I really can't. You know what I mean? It's like Richard says, you know, like if a Bentley was for sale for 95% off, you know what I mean? If like a Lambo was for sale and it's $2,000 instead of it's $2,500 instead of $250,000. You know what I mean? So I think that's an easy one. I think even if you buy here, I think you'd be all right. But I just think that I think the Fed's going to keep raising rates until something breaks, and because really that's kind of what they said. Either that or like you know, we have this stuff going on in the East, you know, with China and everything like that. It looks like they're gearing up for another like black swan type thing. So if that's going to happen, you know, it's going to dump all the markets. But I believe it's going to dump the markets in a way kind of like the Cozy 19, in the Cozy 19 way. And I'll bring that up really quick. And here's how it's going to dump the market right here. That's going to be like, if something like that happens, that's going to be our capitulation moment, because the Fed's going to have to reverse its monetary policy and start easing again, or at least stop raising rates. The economy's going to flow back. There's a lot of money out there, and everybody knows about crypto. It's really easy to buy with one button. It's not a secret anymore. Everybody knows that this crypto is going to pump. Everybody's going to be laying in their bed buying Dogecoin, buying shit coins, buying whatever coins, right? So everybody's going to be getting in, and now we have so much money. We have so much money in the system that was printed. Like 80% of all of the dollars have been printed in the last couple years. Okay, that money's got to go somewhere. And people are, and how hard is it? It's hard to get in the S&P. You know, you got to go through a broker. You got to do all these things, right? But what about crypto? You just push one button, right? You can lay in bed. You know, I always say it is like my buddies who are into sports betting. Those guys that don't care about crypto right now, right? The top buyers. What are they going to do? You know, they're like, okay, are they going to jump in the S&P quick when everything starts mooning? You know, are they going to call up their broker? You know, yeah, and I suggest you do, but I'm just saying, like, yo, get me into the S&P in the next 3 days. You know, like, no, people are going to go with like, do, right on their phone and buying shit. And I'm telling you, right here, right now, with all the money that's in the system, the next bull market is going to be bigger than your wildest dreams. Because now crypto is no secret. I think like like 20, like what, 12%? 12% of the world population has bought or sold crypto already, right? Something like that. The rest has seen people make life-changing money. When it starts moving, it's so fast to get in and out. Dude, you're gonna see a pump like you have never seen before. So I have reason to believe that. Hex is going. I have reasons to believe that we're gonna capitulate this market and we're gonna climb out fast as hell. That's why I think it's gonna be a Cozy 19 style like this. I believe that this is what's gonna happen. History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. That's the poetry of life. Okay, I believe that this is gonna happen. Poof. And it could be the China thing. It could be whatever. It could be a lot of things. It could just be monetary policy. Things are looking ugly. Things are ugly out there. Okay, we have like banks that are pretty much insolvent. You know, like things are gonna snap. The housing market's cooling. Used car market's cooling. All this stuff's cooling. It's gonna all come up into a head. Okay, it's all gonna build up into the big climax. Like, think of it like a movie, you know, like it's all building up to something. I don't think that we're going to get some kind of soft reversal or anything like that. If we do, I'll change my worldview. Okay, I'm not going off the cliff. Like when the charts tell me it's over and I'm wrong, I'll admit it. All right, but right now the probabilities, there are no certainties, only probabilities, but the probabilities now are that we're going to have this big crash. We're gonna have a big crash. We have a freaking descending triangle. Have we not learned? Have we not learned? Okay, we have this big descending triangle. It's forming. It's staying in tightening range, right? Wow, where's my Oh, that's a weekly. Sorry. Yeah, look at this. Oh, look, and then we busted out of it as I'm trying to talk shit. Okay, we're pumping into the close. We're pumping into the close. Okay, so all we got to do is just adjust the line a little bit. Okay, but anyways, so I believe that this is what I believe right now, that this is going to happen. All right, I'll change my worldview if I have to, but like Richard says, everybody's like, anybody who's been around a long time pretty much knows what's up. You know, there's people with a lot of followers that can't tell you, like, what's BitBoy going to do? He's got a million some followers. If he says we're like, he is kind of saying that we're going lower, but I mean, there's a lot of people with a lot of followers that are saying that that can't really say it, or they'll literally dump the market. You know what I mean? But I can tell you that everybody who's anybody knows that this thing is gonna flush down, and then we're gonna climb out, and you're gonna make life-changing money, because the pump that's coming will be like nothing like we've ever seen. That's what I think. That's what I think. Sorry about that long ass rant. DP, do you ever pay tax on gains? I think I'm playing out as another 2017 opportunity. Yeah, I paid so much taxes last year. I had to incorporate. I paid last year, yeah, because I sold the top, bro. So it was painful. I sold the top, and I literally sold 65K live on this, not live, but I made a video. And I took out a lot of profits, and I have a lot of USDC. Well, the problem is, like, it don't matter. Like, I'm sitting in USDC, but I had to pay taxes. You know, I'm gonna get back in the market, but it don't matter. I paid so much taxes last year that I could literally cry. Okay, I paid a lot of taxes. You know how it is. Crypto is hard to. It's very much a gray area. You know, like on how to do it. Like not many people know how to do crypto taxes, so you just kind of like do it and then just kind of hope that everything's okay, you know. But it's one of those things. Taxes is so stupid. Like, you go to 3 different tax guys, they'll give you 3 different numbers, because it's somewhat subjective. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about it in a subjective sense of like, shit, did I do this shit right? I don't know, you know. So but yeah, you know, I have a tax guy. He was a former IRS agent, right? He literally will call me in some business expenses, and he's like, what's this line right here? I'm like, oh yeah, I lost my checking card when I was in Puerto Rico, and I bought this. And he's like tripping out, line by line. He goes through my shit. So I think I'm good. But yeah, I had to go. He's like, you got to incorporate because I got hurt. Yeah, I got hurt on taxes big time. I'm in the United States, you know what I mean? Like, it's taxes. Hi, Brian. What's up, man? I'm gonna give you a howl. Hi, Brian. This is Captain Branny. Oh, okay, speaking Germany in the house, bro. Yo, shout out to you. You get a double one. Branny, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. He's always in the chat too. You're an honorary member, bro. I'm gonna give you a wrench. I'm gonna give you a wrench. Hi, Bran. Tech dude, you're turning Pulse Doge into ASIC into Pulse Bitcoin. Yeah, so you mine the Pulse Bitcoin. Yeah, that's basically how it works. So like you trade it for the ASIC miner, because you know they use ASICs to mine Bitcoin, and then you just use that to mine Bitcoin or Pulse Bitcoin or whatever, Bitcoin Pulse or whatever, Pulse chain, whatever. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun, man. I like it. I like that coin. I like Hedron too. IP Max, yo, shout out from Belgium, dude. Hey, Belgium, in the house. I've seen you here before, man. Thank you. You think Sailor will survive? MicroStrategy almost didn't survive the .com bust. That's a good question, and I think about that all the time. You know, like in some sense, I think Michael Saylor did what he had to do because his company was literally dying. So this was like his Hail Mary toss, if you want to talk about like American football. You know what I mean? This is like his YOLO. Like this is like, hey, I'm done anyway. You know, and it's not his money. It's MicroStrategy's money. Like he's not really going to go broke. He can file bankruptcy on behalf of that company. This is just like a giant YOLO. And what he's smart about is that he knows that inflation's here to stay. Inflation's not going away. They're not going to tame it. There's two ways that the economy is going to collapse. There's going to be a honest way and a dishonest way. An honest way would be a restructuring, let people go broke, misallocation of resources, blah, blah, blah. We know the spiel that like, let's let the zombie companies die and go broke, and then we restructure and have a sane monetary policy. That would be the honest way, right? The dishonest way would just be to inflate away the debt, right? Just inflate away the debt over the years, and I think that's what they're going to do. So if that's what they're going to do, then why not just take out a loan for billions of dollars and put it on Bitcoin? Why not? I mean, you're just going to pay that loan back with cheaper dollars. Now, you also know that Michael Saylor's first payment is going to be 2 weeks after the halving, which is going to be $788 million, which he's hoping to unload slowly in the bull market to make that payment. You know what I mean? That's his big plan. Now, his loans have to be paid off by 2027, right? So I just think that he's in a scenario where MicroStrategies is already a tech company that's just going out of style. You know what I mean? Like they are just going down. This is a smart move on his part. Hell yeah. What does he have to lose? So file bankruptcy on that company. He's still making money off of he was a CEO. You know what I mean? He still pays himself from that company. You can pay back with cheaper dollars in 2027. He's not stupid. He knows the government's going to inflate away the debt. He might as well be part of the freaking party, right? So that's what I get. The only thing is he going to survive is what your question is, or is he going to go insolvent? And if he goes insolvent, you know, then we're all bets are off, you know, and then we get that wick down to like 7K, we get that wick down to like 5K, because he'll have to liquidate all of his holdings and things like that. But if so far it seems like it's not going to happen. But as interest rates go up, and as lending standards get a little bit tighter, he might have a problem of taking on more debt or selling more shares. If things get bad and he gets like some kind of a margin call, it will be a dump of epic proportions. And you can thank Michael Saylor for two ways. One, thank you for buying the top, buddy. And some of that money, that debt went directly into my pocket, you know, because that money went everywhere. My second, when I've sold the last of my liquid hex at 39 cents, I traded it into Ethereum and rode it up 10% and then dumped into fiat. That's crazy, right? Some of that, hundreds of millions or billions of dollars that he put into crypto, some of that went directly into my account, right? So thank you, Michael Saylor. And then part two is thank you for getting liquidated, you know? Thank you for getting liquidated, buddy. And because I'm going to buy the dip now. So I basically traded Michael Saylor, you know, and came out on the good end of it. because I'm still sitting on USDC. I haven't bought anything except I bought Hex for the PLSX sacrifice, which I got wrecked on half of it. So I bought half of it, and I was gonna wait for it to, because I think it pumped to like 32 cents, and then I was gonna wait until it got higher or something like that. Yeah, I was gonna wait until it got higher and then sack, and then it was just reversed. And the guy who reversed it is the guy with the Lambo, the Saudi friends guy. I forget what his name is, but he dumped it. So like I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna roll through the fork with it. I'm like, oh, I'll just ride through the fork with it because I'm so upside down on it. You know what I mean? So yeah, other than that, I really haven't bought anything. I'm still sitting on all my USDCs. I've just put in orders on Hex really low, and I'm planning on buying a bunch of Ethereum when we get closer to the bottom. But yeah, so what was the whole question? Yeah, Michael Saylor. So yeah, if he does go bust, that is a gift, okay? Because remember, the mantra of the Woof Pack is that we divorce our feelings from our portfolios. So I have a HODL position that I'm severely down on. I sleep like a baby at night. You know, I don't give a crap because I'm diversified like that. And if this market runs away from me, I don't care because I have a HODL position. So far and so forth. So if that's how we look at it, if we divorce our feelings from it, and this market dumps to 5K because of that, there's your opportunity. You should be stacking fiat in this. You should be stacking. If I told you anything, not financial advice, if I like, see, look, I can get a lot of engagement and I can get a lot of subs and stuff like that if I sell out and start shilling shit coins like Zen or something like that. You know what I mean? If I sold out and I was shilling these things and like I've had marketing offers in my DMs and stuff. I won't get into it, but like if I took these marketing offers and I shilled these coins and then dumped them, and two things would happen. One, I would gain a following because people are degens and they want to trade. Two, I dump on my followers' heads and I make a bunch of money and I get a bunch of followers. Win-win, right? But all you have to do is sell your soul and sell out your, you know, your community and shit like that. Like I'm not doing that. So what I am doing is, but I'm just keeping it real, I guess. I guess I kind of lost where I was going with that. But yeah, Michael Saylor, if I could tell you anything, it's not to buy shitcoin. If I could tell you anything, it's to stack fiat. You know, you're working, you're hustling, you're grinding, maybe do a side hustle, whatever, you know, like help your neighbor build a deck, whatever your side hustle is. Drive Uber, take all that money, put it in USDC, especially if you're in Europe. Put it in USDC, get out of the euro, okay? But yeah, like put it in USDC and wait. That's the trading strategy right now, and that's the honest to God truth. That's what you should be doing. You know, like I said, I could be going the influencer route and dumping on your head, getting followers and shilling shit coins. You know, like that would be the smart thing for me to do, but I just can't do it. So I'm telling you, stack fiat. Every little while, you know, just put a little bit, even if it's just a little bit. You know, put it in USDC. Just keep it, or just hodl it in whatever currency you are, and then do it at once, so you don't have to pay a shit ton of fees, right? You know, use your brain. You're smart. If you're watching the bear market right now, you're smart. Okay, you're gonna make it. But yeah, you know, that's what I do. You want a trading strategy right now? Hodl USDC. I'm not telling you to sell everything. I wouldn't be selling here. Like if you have money on there, stake it in something safe if you can. But that's what I'm doing. But yeah, just have a little USDC stack. Keep piling, because your time will come. Your moment will come to get in. The shit ain't gonna last forever. Crypto will survive. Not only will it survive, it's going to thrive and moon harder than it's ever mooned before. It has no choice but to do it because of inflation. That's when it's really going to kick in. The inflation, it's not an inflation hedge, okay? Crypto is not an inflation hedge, but there is inflation. So once the markets turn back on, all that inflation is going to pour into it, if that makes sense. That's how it's going to benefit from inflation, right? You're not going to try to escape inflation on going into one of the most volatile assets ever known to man. You're not going to escape inflation to that. That's silly. but you can benefit from inflation once the markets turn back on. Then we're going to see all of this extra money in the system. We're going to see that we're going to lose to inflation. The Federal Reserve, they're going to deflate away the debt the dishonest way. So you want to be part of that? If you're here, if you're in crypto, like you're going to make it in the next cycle. You're going to make it. You're going to finally get whatever it is you're chasing, whatever it is that motivates you to get up and do this. You're going to get it. Anyways, that's your halftime. That's your bear market halftime speech, right? In the locker room speech, where I throw the cooler and chew you out, inspire you. Okay, there it is. There's your pep talk. Hexakin X, what's up, dude? Hey, man, I see you on Twitter too. I think I see you on Twitter. Hold on, I skipped Soko. It's the end of Rex or a good buy price. It's not the end of Rex. I still think it's gonna be. I still think it's cool, and I like that it wants to coexist with Hex. I don't think it's the end of it. It's just right now is not the time to buy anything. It just kind of launched at the worst time, which is kind of what Hex did. It's just that, like, it's just, I just know it's gonna go lower, so it's hard for me to buy in because I know it's going lower. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm gonna do it too. But yeah, oh yeah, before I went on a rant, here's what I was gonna say, is I need to on-ramp into my wallet, into my Crypto Weekly Review wallet, because I want to build that a position there, and I want that Rex to be public, you know, like build public positions or whatnot. So yeah, I definitely want to, I don't want to do it in my personal wallets and stuff like that. I want to do it in my public wallet, which I'm going to be doing a lot more of. I just don't want to mix wallets and like dox myself and shit, you know what I mean? That's silly. But yeah, I want to, that's what I'm going to do, and that's why I'm going to do it publicly and stuff like that. And when I give away the bottom of Hex, it's going to be from my public wallet. You can see when I gave away the 500, I gave away 500 when I hit 1,000 subs, but I'm going to give away $1,000 worth of Hex, okay? So when I give away right here, if we go, so if I give away Hex at 1.2 pennies, and this is to everybody that's listening, I'm not going to tweet it. I don't want you to tweet it. I don't want a clout chase, but I'm going to give away at a penny. I'm going to give away Hex at a penny. Where am I at here? And I'm going to give away the bottom. And what does that mean? So if I give away at the penny and we go back to Ath, I'm basically giving you $100,000. Yeah, if you believe, if you have the diamond hands and the crystal balls to see that we're going back to Ath, you're going to 50x, or yeah, so that's $50,000. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do for my followers. And I don't want clout. I don't want clout and like I don't want to get fake ass followers, and I don't want people who are just like not really into this channel to get it from one of the people who are like hardcore, like Branny, like Our Dreams, like who else? Tech Dude. You know, I want one of you guys to get it. I want one of you guys that are in the chat to get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's basically gonna be $50,000 in my opinion, and I'm gonna do it publicly on this in my public address. Hexakin X, Scotty Nugent. Do you think Rex can do 100x in the bull? Man, it's hard to say because I don't really have the data. I'm gonna say it should, because it's basically zero. Like, it's basically doing what Hex did. Let me ask you this: hey, how many days do we have left of the rollout phase with the lotteries? Is that like should be like 90 some days? Let me know, because I want to time me getting in with that. I want to get out of this the lottery sellings. And guys, quit selling. Damn, if you guys quit selling your lotteries, if you just restake them, bro, I'd probably get in. But look at this, man. Where's the community at? Where's the community? Bro, if I won the lottery, if I won the staking lottery, I wouldn't sell it. I'd restake it. That's the difference between the Hex and Rex, man. Like, I know there's a lot of dumpers in Hex too. I mean, it's down 90 some percent. I'm not trying to say anything, but like, dude, like, they're kind of more of a, we have more camaraderie. Quit selling your lotteries and I'll get in. Let me see some real action. I'm not going to get in on this. Like I said, just because I like Rex, just like I always say, don't divorce your emotions from your portfolio. I like Rex. I like the founder. I like the idea. I like the tokenomics. But I'm not going to get into this chart just because I like it. Like, show me some life. Get out of this. Hold the line. Quit selling. Quit restake some of your lotteries. Show me that there's a community, and I'll get in before I think it. And then I'll get in publicly before I think the bottom is in. Just because at this point, I mean, you really can't lose. It's literally zero. You know what I mean? Like, if you believe in Rex, technically, yeah. But show me something. That's what I'm waiting for. Show me that there's a community. You know, because it's a cool ass project. I like it. But I mean, yeah, man, y'all are dumping too much. Hold the line. Stick together. Okay? As the Wolf Pack, we ride in with Sniper Wolf has the Wolf Pack. Who's Sniper Wolf? Who's Sniper Wolf? I'd like to know who that is. Mike Peltz on the 2x speed, getting caught up for the memes. Bro, I don't know. I'm not feeling. I'm not. I don't know, man. I stayed out late last night. If you see my Telegram, I stayed out super late. Barely got any sleep. Partied. I'm in my walk of shame. You clothes, you know, from last night and stuff, doing this stream. I'm not on, you know, like, I don't feel funny and I'm not on, you know, like, there's no memes. Sadly, it's just me going off on tangents this time. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. Don't be emotional and stick around. That's right, man. That's right. Our dreams. I sold the RH.
You guys remember 4 more weeks?
I sold the RH BTC top at 63K, and it feels like because it takes strength to be in a bear and don't press the buy button. So our dream. So you sold 63K, but then that was super far long ago. Let's take a look. Let's look. So that was here. That was here. So like you went through all of this without buying? Yo. Let me know if that echoes. So you rode out through all of this? Damn. I hodled through all of this. I didn't sell anything. I didn't buy anything either. I sold right here. Yeah, I mean, when I saw the bearish divergence is real bad. So yeah, shout out to you if you you got iron hands for real. If you made it through this, because this would fake me out. If I sold here, I'd probably FOMO in. Honestly, if I sold here, I would have FOMO'd in. Probably here's how I do it. Probably this golden cross right here. I mean, this taking out the 21 exponential moving average, you can see we're in a daily downtrend right here. But then we took this out, right? And then we really didn't get any kind of support. It just rocketed through. And then here's where it cooled off. And then it touched the 21. This is where I would have bought back in. And then look, and then we did go below the 21 again. This could have faked me out. I'm lucky that I just held through this, man, because this might have faked me out right here. You see how it's below the 21, got the daily downtrend, and then popped through. It got supported on the 200. So that's your clue, but that would have been a tough play. Not gonna lie. That would have been a tough play. That's not orderly market movement. That's crazy insane volatility. But yeah, I probably would have got in here, maybe faked out here. But yeah, this was too obvious. It was too euphoric. I got out here. But yeah, so yeah, shout out to you if you made it through all that, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gordon Dunn, I'm holding my PLSD, see if I can ride some gains from the burns. Hey man, shout out to you. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different strategies. I'm not trying to down your strategy. I guess we'll see. Well, where's PLSD at? Why don't we take a look? Okay, here we go. We are on the daily chart on Pulse Dogecoin versus USD. Okay, so it's still looking pretty good. Look at how it faked out right here. Look at that wick. And what did it do? It touched the 21. See, I haven't been looking at it because I never really wanted to sell my Pulse Doge anyway. I mean, why? Who cares? I'm not looking for a few $1,000s. I'm looking for 100,000. You know what I mean? I don't need a few grand. But yeah. So yeah, look at that. It touched here, and then we got a candle body close above the R3. Very bullish. Very bullish. And then now we're kind of consolidating at resistance right here. We're above it. It's following the market. Kind of building a little bit of a bull flag here. But remember, this is time. Anything below 945 is just a higher low. So no matter how bullish this is, we got to take this out. If we take this out and go to, well, that's ath then, you know, like, and that seems like what it does. But yeah, I mean, considering how much is burned, it's probably going to keep going, you know. But I'm hoping to play the long game, you know. I'm hoping to play the long game because it's bear market anyway. That's what I was thinking. Like, as long as I'm already not going to sell Pulse Doge anyway, you know, like, I'm going to play the long game and do like the unexpected. So I might be wrong, you know what I mean? But that's kind of the route I took. I'm always the contrarian, you know. It does seem to suit me very well. So I'm kind of a contrarian. So could it come? This is fucking, dude, this is bullish. Consolidating resistance is bullish. The only problem is the divergence. Remember last time we talked about Pulse Doge, I was saying that, yeah, we have diverged so far. This is like right here, I believe. When's the last time we talked about it? It was up here. And I was like, yo, I would wait. I would wait and buy the 21 exponential moving average. Could you have actually gotten in here? I don't know, but it did touch it. So I was surprised when I saw that. I'm like, damn, call that shit. I mean, because that's just kind of how markets move. I wouldn't be surprised if it came back down and came back to the 21 exponential moving average somewhere in the higher 5 cent range. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually dipped down there as people are de-risking or like taking profits and things like that. We're obviously having a pump going into the weekly close. So typically, you know, what that means is, you know, we have like a Black Monday, you know, typically like we pump into the close and then people de-risk before the markets open because nobody knows what the hell the markets are going to do nowadays. We can take a look at the S&P. We did have a rally in the S&P 500. So it's kind of just, yeah, look at that. So basically, we're kind of doing the same thing the S&P is doing. We had a huge green dildo going into the close, but a rejection of the primary pivot. I mean, yeah, we're above the 21, but we've also been above here, you know? And we've also been above here, and they've been total fake outs. You know, hold up a second. We actually kind of see something here on the S&P. Oops. Nah, not really. There's a little bit. If we can get one more touch, that's hella steep, bro. What if we just do candle body closes? Okay, here with candle body closes, it looks plausible. All right. So this is why I don't believe in double tops, because a triple top with ascending price action is an ascending triangle, which is the number one most reliable pattern in my opinion. The number two is the descending triangle. I've found that these triangles have been way more reliable. So yeah, let's see, we have to have 3 touches to have a trend, right? So we have 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So let's say we come down, let's say we got Monday morning, we open up and we get some profit taking. People are scared. And now remember, November 1st, November 2nd is the 75 basis point rate hike, right? So the rate hike is coming, the FUD is coming, it's in the pipeline, right? But we're still not there yet. It's too early. So let's say we got a little profit taking, we touch here. Tomorrow we come back down and we touch 36.76. And then we like wake up and hit the primary pivot at 37.64 one more time, and then we're going to call this an ascending triangle, and it's likely going to break up to the upside. But there is some pretty bad FUD coming down the pipe because we are doing a big rate hike. The core inflation was still hot. It's looking bad. The Federal Reserve has to do something. But yeah, so this would coincide very nicely if we broke out of this ascending triangle and into the November elections, you know, and have like some kind of real big rally, because we really haven't had any kind of big rally. Remember, guys, I called this top on the S&P 500. Shout out to me. I got to get my clout, you know. I got to get my clout. I earned it on that one. So let's extend the line. Could we have another dead cat bounce? Now remember, guys, it's not a dead cat bounce until we take out previous lows. So don't let anybody ever tell you a dead cat bounce is a dead cat bounce until we take that out. So this is officially a dead cat bounce, meaning if you threw a dead cat off a building, even that would bounce. Okay, that's what that means. So so look, could we have another dead cat bounce, and where would it go? If we had another dead cat bounce, we could have a go. Like say we break out of here, you're feeling bullish. So we could probably run up to somewhere like around in the 4,000. So why don't we juxtapose that onto Bitcoin? As long as we're doing that, let's say, I know this is a little bit busy, I'm sorry, but let's juxtapose that onto Bitcoin and see what kind of a real S&P inspired dead cat bounce, where could that get us? Where could we degen? Okay, let's take a look. It could really take us up to probably, if it moves in orderly fashion, you know, that could bring us up to 25K, you know. So if this does play out, just remember in your head, watch the S&P, watch Bitcoin as you're trading your alts. Because I know you guys don't give a shit about Bitcoin, nobody does, but this is how we gauge the temperature of the market. This is you sticking your little toe, your big toe in the pool before you jump in, okay? This is how we find out the temp. So yeah, I mean, so if you're trading your alts, if we do get this huge November rally that everyone thinks is going to happen, if we had, just keep an eye on it. You know, like it'll be safe to say, you know, like if we take a look at the R3 pivot right here, see, I don't think that we're going to set a higher low. Okay. So I think it's going to be a lower high. So this really coincides. Remember how the poetry of it is that it all kind of lines up, right? So here's the previous, I don't think we're going to take that out. I think it's going to be a lower high, right? So if it's a lower high, then it's probably going to be somewhere by the R3 pivot. Right here, maybe probably right here, if it plays out like that, and this would be into December, like kind of rally into the end of the year. Yeah, about 24K, 25K, which matches the lower high, which matches the R3 pivot, which matches this descending trend line, which matches the S&P 500. Like, what else do you want? That's when you get the F out. You know what I mean? Depending on the, you know, well, depending on the memes. We'll see how the memes are in that time. But yeah, so that's what a rally would look like in my book. That anything above the primary pivot, you know, it might be a good time to YOLO on some alts, just small, you know what I mean? Just to kind of get in the game, have some skin in the game, make it interesting. You know, like when you're watching a football game, it's better if you have $100 on it because you're more involved and you're more excited and stuff like that. I get it. So, you know, anything above the primary pivot, anything, if we can get some candles closing above 20K, you know what I mean? And the S&P is looking good and maybe the interest rates, FUD wasn't too bad, and we get that big rally, we get a nice dead cat bounce or something like that, then yeah, I would say that would be okay to kind of ape into a little bit of alts and play around, you know. But otherwise, yeah, I still think that we're going to break down though. But yeah, it could happen. I'm just giving you the positive scenario because I don't want to be all doom and gloom and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that we're still going to break down out of this triangle. I think Monday morning we're going to be back in this triangle. So if that's true, come back and hit the like button on this video. Cornholio, what's up, bro? What's up, Cornholio? I wish I sacrificed to the bank instead of to RH. I would have made 10% until now. Man, but you know, the problem is holding fiat has a negative carry, you know, because of inflation. So your money's getting worse and worse. I was having that panic attack in the last episode. You know, I was like, should I just buy like a car? Is it going to maintain its value better than, you know, because I trade cars. Cars are basically shit coins, you know. I've been trading them. I think why I became successful as a trader is because I always traded cars growing up. You know, I was young and I'd like buy a car and like kind of fix it up a little bit or just like make it cool, wheels or whatever, and then sell it and for more. So I would have a car, I would enjoy that car, I would flex it, I would make it cool, flex that, and then make money. Yo, that's a win. And that's kind of like that's shitcoining, you know, basically in a nutshell. You know, you're kind of along for the ride, you enjoy the FOMO and the rally and the euphoria, and then you fucking get out and then you make money. That's the idea. It's the same thing. So I was just having that because I'm stacking cash too fast, you know. Like I do really good for myself and my business, you know. Like I have a lot of USDC too as well. So I'm like, shit, man, this money's heavy as well. So like it's the bear market. Like you can't put your money anywhere. You know what I mean? You can't put your money anywhere. Okay. So even the R8, like, yeah, it's going to hold its value or become more valuable, but it's like $2 a mile to maintain. Like, it's insanely expensive. So like, there's no solutions. Okay, there's no solutions. The only thing you can do is ride it out, enjoy the decline, you know, laugh, troll, whatever, just laugh at Clown World and just be involved and know what's going on for the next big rally, because it's going to come, and it's going to come. And it's going to be so big, in my opinion, that people that don't have assets are literally I think the next rally is going to be so big that it's going to hurt the middle class. Because I think the people that have assets are going to become wealthy, and the people that don't have assets are going to become poor. They're going to be left behind, okay? So basically, if you leave crypto, you're signing up for that. You're signing up for that. Because I think that's how big this rally is going to be. The next bull run. There's just too much money. They're trying to inflate away the debt. They're not going to restructure. They're not going to. No. It's the easiest way. The path of least resistance for these politicians is to inflate away the debt, to pay it back with cheaper dollars. You know, that's what they're going to do, because they're cowards. They're not going to do the right thing. They're not going to restructure and make a healthy economy. What's that going to do? That's going to do a huge divide. Like, it's going to erase the middle class. People who have assets, you have a home, you have whatever, you're going to appreciate. If you don't, the barrier to entry is going to be so bad that it's going to the United States, I think, is going to turn into Europe, where everyone's going to just be renting. You know what I mean? Right now, that's the whole point of the American dream, is like buying a home, owning property, things like that. You know, I realize in Europe, you know, it's way harder. And I think that's what's going to happen in the United States. I think it's going to be a global phenomenon. So stick around. I think you're holding some of the most best appreciating assets on the planet. And I think it's going to be the biggest bull run we've ever seen, to the point where it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt people. That's what I think. Okay. Cornholio. I am the great Cornholio. Okay, hopefully I'm not getting... Oh, shit, I'm so behind on the chat. Shit, I did it again. All right, what am I going to do? Should I catch up? I'm going to try to breeze through, because I don't want anybody left out, okay? I don't want anybody left out on this pump. We're all going to FOMO rally through this fucking thing. All right. Great point about Vertigo Spiral. Hey, shout out to Vertigo Spiral. You've been in here before, so I'll give you a howl. Yo, if I missed you, comment again, okay? Because what happens is I fall behind. I go down rants and I fall behind, and that's not a good look, okay? That's not a good look. Oh, Mike, Rex is wrecked. Yeah, it is wrecked. Everything's wrecked though, bro. You think the lawsuit will delay Pulse Chain? Nah, I think the lawsuit's a nothing burger. But I think they're trying to do like a class action, so everyone just like signs up and tries to sue RH and stuff like that, which is, I mean, it's definitely a big bottom signal. The lawsuit is. Yeah, I know that they had a bunch of bad reviews and stuff, but I feel like this lawsuit was in the pipeline and people knew about it and didn't say anything. I think that's what's going on, and I think that's why they got ratioed on Google. That's what I think happened. I don't think they just got ratioed like that. I don't think that they're one of these companies that makes a short and then like sues the company, drops the stock price, and then closes their shorts and covers them and makes money. I don't think that's what it is. I think that's too far-fetched. I think that this lawsuit was in the pipeline and people knew about it and people review bombed him. That's what I think. I think that sounds more realistic from the world that I understand. Hexagon X, yeah, man. Hopefully you get it, bro. Hexagon X 0.0129. Yes, my ultimate target is I would love to buy at half a penny, but I think that that's where I'm gonna, just to play it safe. You know that half a penny is still 50% from there. It's quite a ways. But just to be safe, I'm going to say 1 penny, 1.29 pennies. I'm going to give away 1,000 hex. And then, but I would like for you not to dump it, you know, and just kind of like be a homie and stake it, and stake it for Moon, man. And stake it for like, man, is it even realistic to stake 1,000 in hex? Keep it liquid. Just don't sell it and wait for Moon. de-risk at 32 cents and take a little bit off the table at 32 cents and then ride the rest for the moonshot. You know what I mean? Or wait until our target of previous ath and get your 50K. That's what I would love. I mean, do what you want. Once I give it to you, it's your money, you know? You can take them, you can sell it, and you can buy $1,000 silly glasses or a purse and to be like Richard Hart. Go for it. That's what you want to do. But I would love for you to hold it for 55,000. That would be lit, bro. I'm thinking around 1.4 cents is the bottom. Any reason other than that past volume node that you think it's going down to 5 cents or a half a penny? Let's take back a look at it real quick again. Maybe it's me dreaming, a fever dream, but it's anything in this volume node right here is fair game. Let's go on the weekly chart. Where's half a penny? Let's go look at a half a penny. 0.55 right here. I mean, there is a support range here. Right here is the support. I mean, that's a really big pullback. I mean, even I'm starting to think that maybe that's not going to be the case, especially considering how strong Hex is, like how much yield that it's producing, but it's not dumping. Hexagons are just, dude, Hexagons are the strongest community, in my opinion, since I've been in crypto. And I've been a part of like 2 or 3 startups. I've advised startups. I've made sticker packs and memes for startups. Like that's what I did for tokens. You know what I mean? Like I've been around the block since 2017. I've seen communities. I've been part of communities. I think Hexagons are the strongest community out there that I've ever seen. That's why I believe it's going to go back to ath. I have no doubt about it in my mind. Even if we were going to get a lawsuit from the SEC, even if that happens, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I think Richard would just settle, you know, just like if there was brought against him. I don't know how that could work. Technically, you know, it's DeFi, but let's say that there was a lawsuit brought against him. And I think that if they could easily bring a lawsuit against him, I think it would have already happened. I'm not saying that it wouldn't, but I think worst case scenario, the SEC comes down and cracks down on Hex. All of the SEC settlements that I've seen, that because it's been going on 2018, 2019, you know, all of those, they settled for like 20-30 million dollars, and then everybody forgot about it. You know what I mean? And then it just kept going. The SEC is not a criminal enforcement organization. They're not going to like arrest anybody. They don't have that kind of power. So all they're going to do is just fine you and then move on with their life. Basically, they're just like, okay, now give us the cut, basically, because you didn't register with us first. Oh, but by the way, if you did register with us, we deny you. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how it is. They kind of enforce. They make rules by enforcement. They're just like super shady. It's super lame. But yeah, even worst case scenario, I think that the Hex would survive that. I think Hex would survive that. I think that it's one of the coolest DeFi contracts, and the cool DeFi contracts that are building on it. Just look at PLSD and Hedron. What other like DeFi, like true DeFi out there right now that people are using? I'm trying to look. I know like Zen's trying to do something. They're having like basically a giant social experiment IQ test of like just printing in like trillions and trillions of tokens, whatever, you know. but like what other interaction are they doing? Most of the time you'll get like, oh, we're gonna make a DAO and we're gonna do this contract and then invest in us as a meme. It's all memes. DeFi has become a package of memes. Who's actually doing DeFi? Who's actually interacting with contracts? Who? It's all the Hex community is really the only ones that are doing it. That's why I'm part of it. It's because who else is actually building something that's like Pulse Doge, Pulse Bitcoin, or whatever, you know, Hedron. It's true literal DeFi. It's not some meme that they're gonna build something one day. You know what I mean? It's happening. You know, like, and it's something to play around with. It's basically a financial contract that, you know, you can interact with whenever you want. No one can stop you. It's fucking brilliant. This is why I got into crypto to begin with. It's for decentralized finance, these kind of contracts. You know what I mean? This kind of thing is why I like cryptocurrency. And this is where it's happening. because they really have taken the DeFi pill and internalized it and being like, yeah, we're gonna do it for real. We're like everything, all the BS that they peddled in 2017 during that hyper bubble that I was in, like all of it was just all lies. It was all bullcrap. It was just all fundraising, and they never planned to deliver. Even the ones that were successful and made a lot of money. I made a lot of money on like Vertcoin and all these other things. They made money, fine. Yeah, they changed my life, great. But they never intended to actually be DeFi. It was just a speculative token, which is basically a meme. Like at the end of the day, it's just no different than Doge. You know what I mean? Even Doge is trying to have a chain and do stuff, but like no one's really. It's not it. What's the innovation that's happening is shockingly in the actual DeFi is actually happening in Hex, which is crazy in that ecosystem because it's the most hated part of cryptocurrency, but at the same time it's actually executing what cryptocurrency wants to be. And it goes to show you that most people don't give a this is why I think Richard says it. Most people don't give a crap about DeFi. They just want gains. You know what I mean? And it just goes to show you the true reality of the cryptocurrency space. You know, if you're actually in it, if you're actually in it for the tech, kind of, if you actually like the tech, if you actually want to do it, it's happening here. Show me somewhere else it's happening. I'd love to look. I'd love to look. Ken, shout out to KY. Thank you for coming, sir. Love the work you do and the help you provide. Thank you, TD. Thank you. Tech Dude, thanks. Vertigo lawsuit docs look so real, despite the arguments making no sense. Bottom of Hex is 99% from the top. Is that called a survival? Hey, man, that's a good point. That's a good point, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, most coins that go down 99% don't come back.
That's it.
So, yeah, so, but you can't, I wouldn't make my investment strategy, I wouldn't peg my money on that. Yeah, that's a really good point, bro. That's a really good point. If it goes 99%, is it going to come back? I think ETH did go down 99%. Yeah, I just, that's a tough one, dude. You kind of got me right there. I can't argue with that point. Because I think if you put it into context of what actually happened, because look at it this, Cornholio, look at it like this, okay? So let's say I got into Vertcoin in 2017 and made a bunch of money. It was basically like a Bitcoin, but they made it so it's only GPU only, so the little guy can get in. It's like the underdog's Bitcoin, right? And it did well. I mean, it had a nice normal rally, okay? But it didn't 10,000x, bro, okay? It didn't 10,000x in 2 years. This is like the biggest, craziest rally I think of ever. Like maybe the tulip bubble, I don't know, like, but this is the biggest, craziest rally in all history, basically, because I mean, it was more steep than Bitcoin. So in context, now remember what happened at the time. At the time, we had the Pulse chain thing, and everyone was burning tokens and whatever, and the market was peaking. It was inflation. It was this cozy 19, right? It was all like $7 trillion printed. That whole, if you take that into context, because that didn't happen in Vertcoin in 2017, because yeah, it had a nice, great rally, but Vertcoin went down 99%. It's over, but it didn't really 10,000x. It didn't really make people millionaires and millionaires. It didn't really mint millionaires. You know what I mean? I think I did like a 5x on Vertcoin, and I thought I was a trading genius. You know, I thought I was the Wolf of Wall Street, right? But yeah, like, so in that context. In this context, I could see Hex going down 99% and surviving because of the sheer exuberance of literally probably the greatest rally of all time. Was it not? I mean, Bitcoin was the greatest rally of all time. But it's kind of beat that in the beginning stages. We've all seen the chart, the meme chart. So in this case, I could see that happening if we get that big flush down. Yes, I could see that happening. But now, check this out. So here's why I look at Bitcoin, right? And I know Bitcoin is the most boring boomer coin out there, but here's what's going to happen. Once this breaks down and where I feel Bitcoin's capitulated, I'm going to buy Hex. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to go tell you that I'm wrong. If this shit dumps down, like say we don't make it, right? Say we only actually hit like 10x the launch price. So like let's say we hit 2.5 pennies, right? We hit 2.5 pennies when I believe Bitcoin has capitulated. I'm gonna say, guys, I was wrong. We're not going to half a penny, okay? I'm getting in here. That's what I'm gonna say. So so Cornholio, in that context, okay? So I just want to add like a caveat and like a disclaimer, right? The terms of service, like yeah, if this shit turns around on me, I'm not gonna sit here and stew and be angry and say, and then I want to be. It's not about being right. It's about making the best decision that you can with the information that you have at the time. So like if you turn off this stream and you never hear from me again and you're waiting for half a penny, and then you're gonna say I'm wrong, but I might change my mind. You know, it's all tentative. So yeah, like if Bitcoin's bottoming, I'm getting in Hex. I'm not buying Bitcoin. Hell no, I'm just gauging the bottom of the market through Bitcoin. Because if Bitcoin's reversing, so is Hex. So if Bitcoin's bottoming, so is Hex. See how that works? So I would rather jump into this, and even if I only do so let's say I only do a 30x and this is the bottom, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. Plus I have stakes and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how I'm gauging at it. And that's why I always look at Bitcoin, and that's why only Bitcoin matters. And if you want a crystal ball on Bitcoin, you just look at the S&P. The S&P 500 is the accumulation of all of global wealth, of global product. Let me rephrase that. The S&P 500 is the gauge of all of the globe's productivity. That is what this is. That's what the S&P is. So so yeah, if I believe the S&P is bottoming, and I believe Bitcoin's bottoming, I'm buying Hex. I'm not buying S&P, you know? I'm not buying Bitcoin. This is why we look at this stuff. So we know when to buy, you know, Doge, because I'm going to buy Doge. You know, I like Doge. When is the last time we even looked at a Doge chart? And I'm telling you, I'm going to buy it. Because I don't care what the Doge chart's doing. I want to know what the S&P 500 is doing so I can buy Doge. Because I believe that the sports better types, which is our next demographic that's not in, the first to get in, are going to be the ones that are buying the big caps that they know, that the meme coins that they know. I think that's where it's going to go, and then the money's going to trickle down into DeFi and stuff. But yeah, so you know, Sheep, Doge, Cult, Rex, Hex, ETH, Phantom. Ugh, I'm not going to buy any more Phantom, bro. I'm not. But I'm still staking it. I'm getting out of Phantom completely when unless they have some wicked development, like unless they have like another big dev coming on and trying to make something in the next bull market, I'm gonna be exiting probably on Phantom. But yeah, you know, like when the bull market comes, the devs are gonna come and people are gonna start developing and all that, and I might not sell it, but right now, merp, you know, I'm gonna get out of that shit. Let's see, where are we at? 7:30 bang. Pulse Litecoin incoming too. What? I haven't looked at that yet. I gotta look at that. Mercel R, yo, shout out to you. Let me give you a howl. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome to the Woof Pack. Stick around, okay? Scott Nugent, 120 days again. What? What are you talking about? For Rex?
4 more weeks. You guys remember 4 more weeks?
Hey guys, greets from Germany. Crypto Cowboy in the house. The next Crypto Cowboy in the house. Toby, German last name. Shout out to you, bro. My whole crew is in the house. Oh, damn, Germany is showing up, bro. Germany is showing up. Shout out to Germany. Tech Dude, any thoughts on HCRN with the upcoming HSI auctions in a few weeks? My NFTs are looking pretty solid. Yeah, so sadly, dude, I gotta do some stakes on. I gotta make some HSI stakes because I need, like I was just preaching doing DeFi, but I haven't messed with Hedron yet. All I've done is staked it all for Iacosa. So I should encapsulate some Hex just for fun. I have a lot of liquid Hex. All my stakes that have come out, I'm not selling at these levels. So even though like I'm like bearish Hex, I'm not selling it. I'm not stupid enough to sell it at this level. Maybe I should encapsulate a stake just for fun, just to keep my mind sharp, just to keep me in the game and understanding crypto. But yeah, I mean, it's looking like it's got the 21 exponential moving average. Lower high, not looking good. That when you see a lower high and another lower high, we call that rolling over. that's not really good. But yeah, I mean, Hedron is here to stay and cool and healthy for Hex community and DeFi in general. Yeah, make Hex into an NFT. That's lit. Guys, I'm kind of burning out here. We're going long. I want to get through. I don't want to leave anybody out. Theo D, men with nice super sports cars. Yo, shout out to you, bro. You follow US and Japan, looks like it wants to keel over. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that all over Twitter, but I haven't been following it. But we can take a peek at the DXY because I haven't looked since the market closed. Yeah, everyone's saying the DXY is done. I think it's not. When we raise interest rates in November 2nd and November 1st, the DXY is going to pump. Yeah, so I don't care like who's buying bonds and I don't care who's selling. I think the DXY is not dead. I think the dollar's going to keep pumping. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. You know, I could be wrong. We could be wrong, bro. We could definitely be wrong. Let's talk about Eric Wall. Hey, man, he's cool. I like Eric Wall, even though he's a troll. He just posted this.
If you would like, you can visit our website at mfoundation.org.
I trolled this video a long time ago of Richard Hart shilling the Sense Foundation and being like, I don't know, being super 1970s guy. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Eric Wall is funny, man. He has a lot of good trolls, and he's right about a lot of things. He's a cool dude. And I just wish that he would get behind Hex in a way, like, even though he's trolling Hex, I think he's like helping it more than he's hurting it. Just because it's keeping. Remember what we talked about in the last video is that how do you win in crypto is to stay in the frontal cortex of people's minds, right? Like, don't get forgotten, right? And how do you stay? And sometimes drama, it keeps people engaged, right? So like if it's one of the top 5 coins that are being talked about, it's going to be one of the top 5 coins that are going to be pumping in the next bull market. That's what I believe. Because once, like, you can hate it and you can laugh at Richard and you can laugh at Hexkins because they do. But once this bitch takes off and everybody's conscious about what Hex is doing. So Eric Wall is talking about it. People are conscious of it. And when this thing takes off, all those people that are conscious of it are going to ape because they're degenerate gamblers. We all are. I mean, really. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think he's helping it more than hurting it. And I would love to see him like do it like some more debates in a funny way and engage and kind of like, bro, so you're an ETH guy, right? Do you mind like helping us with ETH 2.0 fork? since you know all about it. Let's onboard Eric Wall. I mean, he's funny. He's a troll. Like, I'm not the type of person to get my feelings hurt, and shit like that. Like, I think I'm not so tribal where I'll reject somebody for saying the wrong thing. I don't know. Except maybe Trayvon, man. I don't know. At least Eric Wall's funny. You know what I mean? Trayvon seems like not that funny. I don't know. You tell me. I unfollowed Trayvon too because I don't know, man. His trolling, for trolling to work, like yeah, I've trashed Richard Hart, but in a funny way. You know what I mean? It's like it kind of erases the troll, the negativity of it, because we have to be able to look at ourselves and laugh at ourselves for us to be able to grow. You know what I mean? If it was pure censorship, then we just go further down the curve of insanity. Which is what the Hex community was when I was trolling it hard, and like Hex Maxis will not fuck with me, not mess with my channel at all because of that. But I was helping them, in my opinion. But I did it in a funny way as well. But when you troll in like an evil way, it doesn't take off. It doesn't tarnish the negativity. It like propagates it. It feels cringe. and it just, I don't like it. So I kind of did unfollow. I actually unfollowed Trevon, you know, but and I've been with him since the beginning. I've been with Trevon since I never did BitConnect because I'm not stupid, but like you guys, I consume a lot of content, you know. I consume content all day, you know, I have my own business, and like I'm in the field, you know, I'm running machines, and like so I'm streaming like 8 hours a day, probably like what you guys do, you know. We're the same person, you and I. We're the same person. So with that being said, I followed Trevon since he was doing car videos, like before he even like was out behind a camera or behind like a stream service or anything like that. He was just doing it from his phone in his car, talking about crypto and Bitcoin and stuff. But I kind of like, I don't know, man. I really don't like the way what he's doing now. So maybe I'll come back. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being, I don't know. I just don't think he's funny. I don't think he's funny anymore. You know what I mean? Our dreams, you are making it all the way down the chat. No way you're making it. I know, and I'm getting worn out, guys. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting down there. Very first live stream caught. Damn, man. Yeah, and I'm mooning like 36 people in the live stream. For me, that's a lot. Especially like I see Hexologists sometimes like under 200, and I'm like, see, man, I'm not that far, because like Hexologist has Richard literally on there. I've never got a cosign from Richard, and I never will. I promise you that. Richard will never, because I'm not a maxi. So Richard will never, and I've trolled him like in 100 videos. But he'll never like shoot me a like. He'll never shoot me a retweet. You know, I'll never get that. And so like if I can get 36 viewers in the bottom of a bear market, I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. I'll keep going. Like it's fuel to keep me pumped up and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I know it's not my best stream either. You know, like I said, I was partying until like 3 in the morning. Like I literally got 3 hours of sleep, but yeah, I'm still here. Scotty, yes for Rex. Yes, sir. I'm down with Rex. I'll wait to buy when you convince me. Okay. Yeah, man, just wait, man. Because like, look, like I was saying, this is my mantra, okay? This is kind of like my famous quote, right? Maybe other people have said it or whatever, but like, you could be, the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a nice statement. Everybody says that, whoop-de-doo. But have you internalized it? Have you sat there for a second and thought about what that means? What that means is like, yo, you could have been wrong on this pump. You could have been wrong on this pump. On this pump. Was this the bottom? Was this the bottom? Was this the bottom? Now you've been wrecked 9 times, right? Now you're wrecked 25 times what could have been the bottom, right? If you're aping in and getting emotional on every pump, right? You could have been wrong how many times? Like 85 times you've been wrecked. You've already, if you had that strategy, if you were faked out by this, you never even made it down here. You were out like back at 55K, you were done. Your funds were exhausted, right? So the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. Let's say I'm wrong about this descending triangle and we're at the bottom here, right? And then I recognize I'm wrong. I lose 5 to 8% while everybody else gets the 5 or 8%, right? And then I hop in and ride it up to F. That's the top, or that's the bottom, right? So I'm wrong once and I lose 5 or 8%. But I guarantee you, if you're trying to if you want to catch each falling knife and thinking that it's the bottom, bro, you would have already been wiped out. You wouldn't even be here anymore. You wouldn't exist in this chat. You'd be gone. So the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. You can't get emotional on every pump because you will be faked out 25 times. But if this is the bottom and you're only wrong once. You want to be wrong 25 times, or do you want to be wrong once? And then you catch up, you jump on, you know what I mean? Maybe you lose 5-10% of the gains out of the 10,000%. You know what I mean? But like, what you have to look at the probability. There are no certainties, there are only probabilities. You have to do a cost benefit analysis, you know, like what's the cost of not getting in and what's the benefit, you know? And I think that the benefits of not getting in are far outweigh the cost of that 8 to 10% lost, that missing the bottom. Okay. And I don't think we're even going to miss the bottom. I think we're going to flush down here and we're going to start to DCA in. That's what I think is going to happen. That's the mantra of the channel, and that's what we're going to do. And then we're all going to be lit. And then this channel is going to blow up, and I'm going to have like, if the bull market comes on, like I said, the problem is I don't talk about shit coins. The problem is I'm not dumping on your head, right? That's what you want. You want me to talk, you want me to shill shit coins and dump on your head, and then I make money and I get subscribers. But I don't. I'm still keeping true and just being like, yo, I don't care about the money. I'm not talking about shit coins, and I'm gonna FUD your bag, okay? I'm gonna because it's better than getting wrecked. You know what I mean? And then when this turns around and I'm actually like shilling, like, yo, we're going all-time high and making those videos, then I'm gonna blow up. You know what I mean? But I have my integrity. Is it worth it to have integrity? It's not rewarded in this world, but that's how I am. I'm just like die hard old school. I'm the top G, you know what I mean? I'm the real top G. So I'm just telling you like it is. I'm not gaslighting you. I'm not selling you ticket. I'm not selling you dreams. I'm not selling you lottery tickets, you know what I mean? So yeah, and I never got any Rex for talking about Rex, you know what I mean? I never got anything. I could have got a lot of coins to shill because I got my Twitter inbox going. You know what I mean? Like for projects and shit, and I will not sell you out. Anyways, sorry I blew up. Trevon is an OG though. Baja Dave, yo. I know he is, man. That's why I don't know, man. I'm not the type of person that's just gonna like unfollow somebody like that. But I just like the negativity, man. I really don't need it. I really don't need that kind of negativity. Like we were saying, Eric Wall, he's negative, but he's funny. It like cancels out the negativity and it gives us some truth pill. That's what we need. We need a truth like serum. You know what I mean? That's what Eric Wall is. He's great for Hex. He's a great guy for Hex, and he's keeping people thinking about Hex. But Trey's been, it's not even about Hex, but Trey's just been hella negative and stuff like that. I don't know. I have enough negativity in my life. I don't need extra negativity. I got all the negativity. The negativity is at ath right now. You know what I mean? I need less negativity in my life right now. So yeah, man, I'll probably be back, bro. Like I said, I was listening to him like in early 2017. I've been listening to him since then. So, and he's entertaining and he's funny. But yeah, man, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's self-destructing, bro. I don't know what he's doing. He's a good guy. He'll come back. Yeah, he'll come back. Hey, Will, shout out to you, bro. Let me give to you Funding Jim. Hey, man, let me give you a howl too. Yeah, man, I'm not trying to talk shit about Trey, guys. I'm not. I'm really not. I like him too. I'm just saying. I just don't need that shit right now. Like, whatever. I don't know what he's up to. Great stuff. One of my favorite streams to catch. Thank you, Funding Jim, man. We have a real celebrity in the house. And Marcel, real talk. Hexkin, thanks for being top G. That's why I stick around. Thank you, Hexkin X. I made it through the live treat. Oh, hold up. Toby, Trevon, what's your Hex price prediction for Ath? Is Trevon in here? I didn't see him in here. Trey seems a bit depressed. Yeah, man, dude, Trey, I don't know what is going on with him. I'll join a live stream with you if you ever want to beat on Stalwart. Who's Stalwart? On a Stalwart? Okay, yeah, I just gotta make sure I got my audio. Yeah, dude, yeah, I definitely need yeah, dude, that'd be dope. Yeah, that would really be fun if you did a live stream with me. Or maybe you send me a link and do it on your channel or something like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's definitely do that. But anyways, guys, I know the chat's popping and everything like that, but I'm worn out. I need some sleep. And thank you for joining me. Like and subscribe. Join the Wolf Pack. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.